What's up guys, Beagler Outdoors here. Today I'm going to do a video on tripods. So as most of you guys know, I've always used the Bog Death Grip. I love that tripod, it worked great and I still love it. But I upgraded to a new tripod because with the tripod game there's so many different kind of tripods. You have, the lower end and you have the higher end. The higher end tripods go into the thousands of dollars, which I will show you right behind me. So the first tripod I've been using, you see in all my videos I've used it and I love this tripod and I still love it, okay? Is the Bog Death Grip, okay? Small, compact. There's pluses to this, negatives to it, and pluses to the one I bought and negatives to the one I bought, okay? This tripod, the way it sits, I believe the Bog, I don't have my phone with me. I think I paid like 150 to 180 for this. This is the carbon fiber Bog Death Grip, okay? And then I did the ball head conversion, and I believe the ball head conversion was like 150 to 200 after I bought the Arca rail. So you're looking at about, I'd say, $400 to $400 setup right here, okay? I'll put the exact prices in the video when I get up there. So we took this Bog Death Grip, works really well. I use it to kill tons of hogs. It's easy to carry. So we're gonna get into this and we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into different prices and if I actually think it's worth it, okay? So, the Bog Death Grip, obviously, it's very light, it's carbon fiber and it's small. That's why I like it, very small, okay? Now, remember, mine came with a saddle. I believe now you can buy one that has a ball head conversion, but to me, the way this sits, this is worth about $400 to $450 to me what I have in it, okay? Now, the Bog Death Grip, number one, you have these latches, which I actually do like, okay? But they're all plastic, okay? This is carbon fiber, but everything on here is plastic, all right? They open up, all right? You have the spikes on the bottom that you could use, all right? And I've used this a lot. I love this tripod, and I still do. That's why I kept it, all right? Love this tripod, all right? I like it. Sits good. It's a nice tripod. Let me lower down this camera a bit so I can get more into the... All right. Now, it has, if you go look at the Bog, you know all about the Bog, but I put this Artis LB52 ball head on it. I will put a price in the bottom. I'm gonna link, when I go and edit the video, on the bottom, you'll see the actual price of this stuff when I go edit the video, okay? The Bog Death Grip. I like it, I still use it. This is gonna be my wife's and my spare. So the one thing I don't like about the Bog is these adjustment buttons, okay? I had to put a zip tie on them. As you can see, I had to put a zip tie on the buttons because you have to press the button in to adjust them out all the way in. And when I'm hog hunting, I only want it like this. I want to throw it over my shoulders. I want to walk to where I'm at and I want to click it back in and put it up to hunt. If these buttons move, next thing you know, this leg's gonna come out to here, But otherwise, that is the only thing I don't like about the Bog Death Grip. Besides, this is metal, besides this being plastic. I do like these levers, these quick levers to adjust it. I do like that. Carbon fiber. I don't like these being plastic, okay? And I don't like the buttons on it. All right. Now, why did I go to another kind of tripod? So I wanted to get a second tripod because I wanted to have my wife set up and me set up. So I looked at a bunch of different brands and I decided to go with a Fat Boy tripod, okay? The warranty on this, on the Bog, I don't know what the warranty is on it. I think the warranty is like a year. I'll have to find out and put it in the video when I go and edit it. But this ball head is super smooth. I don't know the total, man. The totals will be here. I'll put the totals in there. It's kind of bugging me, so I don't know the totals. But the thing about this ball head is that it has two different adjustments, all right? So you have this adjustment here, which adjusts it to go this way. You have this adjustment here, which adjusts it to go this way. So remember that. You have two different adjustments, okay? You have two different adjustments on this ball head when we look at the Fat Boy, okay? We're gonna put this one here. We're gonna take the Fat Boy. Fat Boy number 1 comes with a bag. And I believe this is not the Levitate, this is, I don't know which one it is. It's the one below the Levitate, and it's a 2, so it comes in a 2-part and a 3-part. This is a 3-part tripod, it has 3 sections. This is a 2-section tripod, okay? So number 1, it comes with the bag, all right? Now here's, if we want to compare apples to apples. See how much bigger this one is collapsed compared to if I were to collapse this one. If I were to collapse this one. And it's very easy to collapse both of these tripods. I just don't like the plastic on the block, like I said, because it can break. Now, if you want to compare apples to apples, Bog, Fat Boy tripod. Okay, over my shoulder, really small. Over my shoulder, a little bigger. Okay, they're both carbon fiber. You can see the thickness in the poles. These have thicker poles, the Fat Boy. These have thinner poles on the Bog. Okay, weight-wise, I think they're almost the same. Almost the same. Okay, so I'm going to put this one back up. I'm going to put this one back up. Now, I'm not actually going to put a firearm on the tripods, because when I do put a firearm on the tripod, I get flagged at YouTube and I get demonetized. So I'm not going to put a firearm in this picture, but I will tell you, for this tripod, the Bog Death Grip, you have to buy an Arca rail that fits on there, okay? And you have to mount that to your gun. And you put the Arca rail and you put that on there and it's really smooth, okay? It does, I mean, the thing is really smooth. It does what it has to do, but if you want to adjust your left and right, you have to adjust that. With that said, we'll put this right here, okay? Fat Boy tripod. This tripod right here is about $1,000 to your house, okay? I think I got it on, well, the tripod and the head. The tripod itself was $850 and the head is $350. So it's like almost $1,100 to $1,200, but they had it on sale for like $1,000, okay? So I got this one, all right? And number 1, everything on this is aluminum, okay? Everything's aluminum. The locks are different on them. They have the spikes on the bottom, like they're off the spikes. You could tuck the spikes away, or you could, if you're at somebody's house you don't like, take the spikes out, bam, hit the floor. So this is a 2-part tripod. It just has 2 parts, okay? And it does get a little longer, so I'm gonna extend this out as high as it goes. That is as high as that tripod goes. And we'll show you the difference in heights compared to this one, and we'll show you the difference in how everything works, okay? All right, here's the difference in height. Now, I don't know why you want to be this high, but that's the difference in height, okay? I'm gonna put it to the level I put it at when I usually hunt, so it can be better in the frame. This is the problem I had before. All right. And these you just twist. It's really simple. You just twist them and turn them in. The reason why I'm having a problem pushing them back in is I swapped these pieces out and they're bottoming out. So, but I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. All right. Now, the Fat Boy tripod. You can change the ball head to, they have different kind of ball heads you could put in. They have a 40, a 50, and a 60. This is the 50. It holds my gun really well. This is the 60, I think 60 millimeter they call it, or 60, whatever you want to call it. And the ball heads are easy to take out. Now, number one, this ball head takes an Arca rail or a Picatinny rail. So if you have an Arca rail on your gun, it'll fit an Arca, and if you have a Picatinny, it'll fit a Picatinny. So right off the bat, it takes 2 platforms to fit on there, okay? Quick release to put it on. This one right here, you have to screw it, tighten it up and screw it. Okay, so you're kind of sitting, screwing it back and forth, which that's kind of not a deal breaker at all for me. Not at all. But this, you put it on, click it on, okay? Now, this one you have two different, this turns the access this way, okay? And then this one turns it this way. So when you're in the field, you're gonna have to keep, I keep that one kind of loose, but if you wanna move it around, you're gonna have to kind of move it like this, which kind of is like this in a sense, but it's a little bit different, okay? This one, literally you let go and it moves every axis. Every axis. And you just, right there. Quick tighten up. It's like it's billet aluminum, okay? It has this nice rubbery grip on it. So the ball head comparison, I would say I like them both the same, okay? Price-wise, is this one worth more than this? Maybe a little bit, okay, to be honest, all right? Now they all have the fancy level, all right? But to adjust these, you just pull them out like that, and that's how you adjust them. Okay, you have a pull here, and that adjusts which way you want to go. And both of them adjust down to the ground. They fully adjusting the same exact way, the same distance. They fully adjust. This is a 3-piece, this is a 2-piece, okay? I did have a problem with something on this tripod, which I'm not going to get into because it is what it is. But there's a lifetime warranty on the Fat Boy tripods, okay? I called Fat Boy Tripods up and said, hey, I'm having a problem with a part. And they sent me 3 brand new ones, no charge, in the mail. Had them in a week, okay? And I don't know if it was user error, it was because I was hunting in the rain, something was slipping and not just right, wasn't adjusted right, but they made it right and the new pieces are on, so it's all good, okay? They do sell different kind of tops for this. They have one you could adjust like this. They have one that has a built-in charger. So there's a lot of different things you can do with the Fat Boy tripod, okay? And they do have the new levitate, which pretty much instead of the adjustments being here, the adjustments are at the top and you just adjust them and you can lift it right straight up and down. It's just a reverse system. But my question is, do I think $1,000 versus, let's just say 1,000 versus all said and done here, $450. Do I think it's worth it? Absolutely not. I don't think it's worth it. This tripod is badass, okay? But when you can make a bog death grip very good, I mean, you can even probably put one of these ball heads on a bog death grip. Ball head alone is $350, I know that for a fact. And the tripod is $850, okay? It is a nice tripod. I do like how small and compact this is to carry, this one. The Fat Boy tripod it's definitely a more sturdier tripod, okay? It's definitely a more sturdier tripod, but do I want to justify it being $500 to $600 more? No, I really can't. I can't justify it being $500 to $600 more. And the reason why I bought this is because I wanted to buy a second tripod. I wanted to buy the best in the market. And honestly, Fat Boy Tripods is the best in the market. And in general, tripods are expensive, man. They go up to $14, $15, $2,000. They're out of control expensive. But when you got something like this on the market, the Bog Death Grip, and you do the ball head conversion, it's hard to beat it, man. The only thing I don't like is, like I said, you have to put the zip ties on these pieces here because if these buttons slide and you're in the field, the adjustment sucks on it. They're both quiet, they're both light. The Fat Boy does have thicker legs on it, but this is smaller to carry. They're both the same exact weight. This one all said and done is about $1,000. This one all said and done is about $450. I like the Fat Boy tripod. And honestly, if I had to buy a new one, I probably would always buy a Fat Boy tripod. I would spend the money to buy it just because I like their ball heads. Their ball heads seem way more quality. I think there's like a fluid inside of them. They're just no joke. And plus you have the lifetime warranty. If this thing breaks in the lifetime, it's great. And also I like the button system. The way these buttons are, you pull them out, okay? Take them, pull it out, and you adjust. It's not gonna adjust far because I have this on the bottom, but that's all you do to adjust it. Okay, you take it and slide it in and that's it. I do like that. So these adjustments are way better than these adjustments. These are a 10 in my book. These are like a 3. These adjustments suck. Everything on here being aluminum is a plus. Everything on here is aluminum except for the adjusters down here, which I think over time are gonna break. And if they break, this is all glued in, so you're pretty much screwed. So, you know, in the long run, you know, I might have to take that back. In the long run, I think this is worth $1,000 in the long run because you got lifetime warranty. And you have better releases, you have better hardware, you have everything is just better. But this, if you're on a budget and you're just getting into hunting, even if you're not on a budget, the Bog Death Grip will do just as good, man. I mean, 100%. I've killed tons and tons of game. There is a fly flying around my camera, so I've killed tons of game with this, okay? This, I have yet to kill anything with. This one does seem a little more sturdier, because, you know, it's a little thicker. So Fat Boy tripod's awesome, awesome tripod. I mean, even though I'm saying it might not be worth the extra $500-600, if I were to ever buy one ever again, I'd definitely get a Fat Boy tripod. This is my spare. It's gonna be for my wife's gun. It works well, but that's just a comparison of the Bog versus this. I remember when you buy the Bog, I think they sell a Bog now that comes with the ball head conversion. But this ball head conversion, this is a really good ball head conversion. Link will be in the description for everything in this video. Link will be in the description. And like I said, when I go edit the video, I'll put the actual prices under the screen so you can see the difference in prices and stuff. But like I said, with this one, you're limited to an ARCA. You have to put the ARCA rail on your gun. With this one, you could have ARCA or Picatinny. This one is, every single thing on this is billet aluminum except for the carbon fiber. On this, everything on this, I think the parts of the Bog are just pot metal. They're just like a pot metal or a low grade steel. They might be aluminum. I don't have a magnet. I don't know, but this is definitely made better. So if you're making your decision on what to get and you're on a budget, I go with the Bog Death Grip just because I like how more compact it is when you fold it up. You know, it's like I told you guys, when you fold it up, it's just more compact. That's the one thing I like over the Bog Death Grip, just how small and compact this thing is. And you can see this thing is kind of loud opening and closing it. The Fat Boy one is not this loud, okay? And you can see how small this one is, and then I'm gonna close up this one up. Why would you not fall? My luck. See how much more quiet this one is closing up? You don't hear all that noise. So if you're in the field, you're not really hearing that noise. And I am having a problem with the adjustments on this. I don't know why it's doing that. That's something I changed on it. I think I might have put the part in wrong or something, but the adjustment on it is just, I swapped these out, and I think I just might have, I don't know why it does that. It does close smoothly. It's probably user error how I change these things, so don't judge that at all in this video, please. But you could see the difference, okay, as in carrying them. All right, over your shoulder, over your shoulder. So, hope this video helps you make a decision on the Bog, which I still like, tried and true, and I have it in my arsenal, and the Fat Boy. The video is what it is. I said what I said, but if I had to buy a new one again, I'd probably buy all Fat Boy tripods. If I was on a budget and broke, I'd probably go back to a Bog. But I hope this video helps you out. Any questions, all links will be in the description. Thanks for watching. Be Glad Outdoors. out.